This voicemail was recovered from the phone of Thomas Denton, subcontractor for Hensley Industrial Group, on April 12th. The original call was placed at 2:48 a.m. from a decommissioned mining zone near Silo 9, western Nevada. It was the last transmission from his number. "She told me not to dig." That was the first line on the recording. No greeting, no context, just those words. "She told me not to dig, and I didn't listen." The voice is dry, breathless, like he's speaking from a crawl space or under something. He was hired to survey the ground around Silo 9, a Cold War storage site shuttered in '93. No radiation, no live ordnance, just rusted-out silos and a cracked tarmac pad covered in brush. Except there was something buried. He said the marker was handmade, pounded into the soil with bent rebar. It wasn't part of the original blueprint. The tag read, "Do not dig. Beneath lives what was never meant to surface." He thought it was a prank, maybe a leftover from survivalist cults in the 2000s, maybe an art project. But that night, he decided to move it. He marked a square, shoveled down 12 inches, then 18. At 22 inches, the ground collapsed. Not like a sinkhole. He described it as a breathing. The soil exhaled heat, and underneath it, not rock, not pipe, but a slab, smooth, cement-like, circular, 12 feet wide, with bone fragments embedded around the edges. Not vertebrate, not mammalian. Something spiraled, and there were markings. None he recognized. None we recognized, even now. "I shouldn't have touched it," he says in the recording. "It was humming, like the slab was waiting for contact." He laid his hand flat on it. The recording spikes with static here, like a scream under the audio. "Then," he says, "I saw her face in the concrete. She was pale, lips stitched closed, wearing coveralls from the 1970s. Her badge read, Operations Alpha 3. Then her eyes opened, but it wasn't her eyes that moved. It was the concrete." He fell backwards, dropped the flashlight, and scrambled out of the hole. But everything was different. His truck was covered in dirt, thick red mud that hadn't been there 10 minutes before. The site lights were off, the generator still running, but the switches didn't respond. And the silo door was open. There were footsteps in the dust, barefoot, six-toed, spread wide apart, like the person walking had inhuman hips or extra joints. They led from the slab into the silo. That's where the message cuts to static. Then another voice. Not his. Female, distant, muffled like it's behind a wall of clay. "Why did you dig?" He calls out for help next. He tries the truck radio. He tries dialing out. Nothing works, except voicemail. "I'm leaving this in case someone finds my phone. Don't come to Silo 9. Don't break the seal. And if you see the slab, don't touch it." Then silence. 9 seconds of dead air. Then a breath. Then her voice again. Clear, near. He touched it. Now it remembers. There's one last click. Then a sound like dirt being shoveled, but very slowly, as if the recording device itself is being buried. And faintly, underneath it all, a whisper from below the mic. "Tell the next one not to dig." End of message. This story remains officially unverified. But Silo 9 is now under federal lockdown. No one will say why.
For more scary stories, like and subscribe.